Welcome to the 1920s.
Yes.
In case you're wondering why we look so fabulous and glamorous, it's because it's Throwback Thursday.
That's right.
And this week we are traveling back to the 1920s, the Roaring 20s.
And if you are interested in how we got these 1920 classic looks, keep on watching.
Yes, darling.
Okay, so I'm going to start out using the NYX milk pencil just all over my lid and kind of rub that in with my finger a little bit. Just to get a base started here.
I like coffee. Okay.
This stuff is great, and I think it's best to use your finger to rub it in because the heat kind of melts it and lets it spread a little bit.
Definitely. I've seen, we use the white base a lot when we're doing, loud, bright colors too, but it also is great when you're not using like crazy colors.
Definitely.
It's just a good base to lay down for any eye look.
Side note, we do have a little bit of foundation on and our brows on.
Yes.
We try to go extra thin with the brows. In the 1920s, they did extra thin, and they're pretty straight and long in the end.
Yes. So I do want to bring mine down. I'm glad you said that. I want to pull mine down a little bit just to make them a little more authentic.
Now I'm going to go into the Milani, it's called Plum Basics Everyday Eyes, and going into this nice little matte cream color here, and just again go all over my lid. Using the BMPBP old school.
That's right. Hey, when we launch our own line of old school applicators, then everyone's going to be talking about it.
That's right.
I am going into this eyeshadow palette. I don't know the name. It's the one that I got you. It has this really light, kind of, sadly, my skin color. Really light shade here, and I'm going to put that all over the lid.
I don't know if you guys noticed or not. I'm sure you did though, but I think both of us did our foundation extra, like white.
Yes.
They definitely had that just white toned skin, and that was their look.
It was, and a lot of what I was seeing / reading online is that they called it like pancake makeup.
Right.
And they were like super proud of that expression, and that just meant like you just put it on and put it on
Right.
and
Cake it.
yeah.
I'm going to go in with this Essential of the Velvet Taupe Secret. You kind of do this as a transition color, more focusing on the outer corner. As a transition color.
I am going to go in this W7 in the Nude Natural Tone palette. It's a great little palette. And I'm going to go into this lightest pink shade over here and put that in my crease.
No, you will see. I'm going to focus, which is kind of odd, more on the inner corner than even outer corner, which will kind of make like a triangle shape. Because for some reason they did these sad looking eyes, especially in the movies. So more up here and then kind of go down into a straight line instead of like that curved. Yeah, and kind of make your eyes just look a little sadder.
But that was the thing.
Yeah.
And again, like when it comes to our Throwback Thursdays, we do a lot of research and reading and everything. And it was really, 1920s was really like an empowering time for women in makeup and self-expression and being able to like finally do things that make them feel good about their appearance.
Right.
Whereas like before the 1920s, the only person or people you would catch with a red lip would be actors or actresses on scene or on set of a movie, and then women of the night. So
Right.
it was never really acceptable, but coming into the 1920s is when, you know, feminism kind of started coming about, and you think of something as simple as a color of lipstick was like a big deal and a big turning point.
Yeah.
I just thought that was really, really interesting. Just like the little things we take for granted now that like were such a big deal before, you know, and
Exactly.
the women that kind of paved the way for us. Alright guys, I am going to pull my brows down a little bit, just because, you know, why not? So, I have this NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and yeah, just going to pull it down. Nice.
Another thing with the eyes that was really big is that they like to keep them very round as well.
Mhm.
So, you know, like cat eyes and things,
Yes.
just very round.
And sad, like that's
Sad,
that's what
yeah.
like kept every video that, you know, I watched or article that I read, like that was what was reiterated is like the sad,
Sad,
doughy eyes.
exactly. Okay, I'm going to start into this Essence single. It is called Dress to Impress. It is like this mommy purple. Because I'm going mostly purples, and I'm gonna do this pretty much just in the little rainbow area there, just right in the crease, as like inner to outer, but just right in the crease, and not touching the actual lid.
Okay, and I am going to take this Me Now Pro mechanical eyeliner pencil in brown. It's very dark brown, and I'm going to take this on my upper lash line. And then we're going to smudge it out and get into some black shadows, which scares me, but
It should be good.
we got this. So after I lay that down before it dries, I want to go in with a smudge brush and kind of smudge that out while it's still a little gooey.
Just take my smooth brush here and just kind of out any harsh lines.
And actually, which feels incredibly weird, but taking that dark brown, I would say it's almost black eyeliner, and kind of pushing it up into, oh, not there, kind of pushing it up to my inner corner, which feels completely bizarre.
I'm going to go over that same little rainbow shape there with this Talk Derby to Me in the peach palette on the last row there. Do the same thing and darken that up. Nice and dark.
Okay, I'm going to go into this NYX Dreamcatcher palette in Stormy Skies. This has a crazy matte black in it that I am going to use to pretty much be the bulk of the smoky eye that I'm going for, which again scares me.
And just blending. And the reason you saw a lot of dark colors on screen was because, of course, it was black and white, so those colors showed.
So yeah, building up the inner corner is really crazy. It's kind of throwing me off because we're so used to, you know, putting out that outer V.
Exactly.
It's really tricky with me. And I think you mentioned doing it in a triangle shape already, right? Okay, so I'm doing the same thing that she's doing, is kind of doing a triangle shape, making it
Higher in the
Yes.
corner and lower.
yes.
Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my purple. That is called Delectable, in the same peach palette here. And kind of go in that same little rainbow shape there.
Okay, I'm gonna stay in this same NYX palette, and down here is a matte gray color. I'm gonna take that and kind of fill in these little spots right here, the empty spots in my eyes with that.
Now my center where I have no eyeshadow there, I'm gonna use this essence. It's called Girls Night Out. It's like a little duo. One has a purple on one side and like a cream on the other. I'm gonna use the cream there in the middle.
Okay, so it kind of looks like I got punched in the eyes right now. It will get better, but I'm gonna go ahead and start on the lower lash line. I'm going to pretty much take that same dark brown / black, and not on the waterline, just actually on that lash line, just kind of bring it down. So I'm guessing that the 1920s is kind of where the smoky eye originated.
Yeah, must be.
I'm thinking it had to be.
This was like every look. It's very smoky.
Yes.
Dark. And like I said, one of those reasons, especially on film, is so you could see it.
And then I think, you know, with like everyday women, that's who they kind of looked up to, was
Right.
the movie stars, you know, the
Exactly.
actresses. So I think they probably carried on a lot of the makeup that they saw on screen into their lives, which is, you know, we do the same thing with people that we look up to today.
Exactly. I just use a little bit of concealer there to kind of clean it up and make it more round.
Alright, and I'm just going to the other eye.
I'm going to go back into this Milani Plum Basics and take this brighter purple here and go on underneath the lash line. Give it a little pop here.
And I'm going to take Mixtape from ColourPop, and I'm going to put that in my crease a little bit just to kind of diffuse the black or the gray. Okay, so this is a lot of darkness going on here. And we said, you know, in Throwback Thursday, yes, we want to take trends from that era, but we also kind of want to put a little spin on it to make it a little more modern and a little more us.
Yeah.
So I need some shimmer in my life. So I'm gonna first take this little tiny sample of Lounge from Urban Decay that came in an Ipsy box and put that on my lid to begin with.
At least for now, I think I am done with my eyes. I am going to add a little milk to my waterline. And then head to the face.
Alright, girl.
Actually, I lied. I'm going to take a little bit of a city color, intense exposed highlighting, and just add a little bit right above the brow bone there. Remove a little bit of sparkle.
And the cool thing about this is one of the eyeshadows that like in different light looks different colors.
It's so pretty.
Which I think is super cool. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna take a little bit out the Satan out of my eye looks.
Now I'm going to take milk in my waterline here. With those big sad baby doll eyes.
Urban Decay Fallout. Just blending that out real quick.
I'm going to go ahead and go in with my instant aging wand here and brighten. And put a shitload on here. Yeah,
Okay.
it's really pretty. I love that color.
I love that color too. I think it's a really, really cool eyeshadow. Okay, so I'm going to go in with this Wet n Wild Confetti Sparkler and White Icing on yet another old school applicator and add that to my lid a little bit. You only live once, guys.
That's right.
I'm actually going to wipe this to pick up a little bit more shimmer.
Sure.
Same as my sis, I'm going to put a little bit of, not a little bit, I'm just going to put white in my waterline.
Set all of this and bake it with a little bit of Kali powder in 701. It's just a super white creamy powder.
Is it your first time baking with it?
Yes, this is my first time, so we'll see how it goes.
First impressions being thrown in with the TBT.
Yes.
And I'm going to take this intense exposure highlight from City Color and highlight underneath my brow bone. I'm gonna hop back to the face also, and again, same as her, hit my face with a little bit of this Age Rewind, definitely underneath the eyes.
I'm going to contour just a wee little bit using the City Color Collection Contour Palette on the go. I'm going to use this coolest color right here. Just a wee little bit, very light.
I'm going to set that concealer with this is I think it's the original HD powder. I think it's just in sheer, but it's a white base, so what better era than the 20s to break out the white base?
That's right. sponge and powder again, just kind of clean up that contour there.
Now I'm going in with NYX taupe and just going to do a pretty light contour. Nothing too cray. See? Doesn't it just like a little shimmer just make you feel like
It does.
at least like your look can be complete?
Right. I'm sure if they had this in the back in the 1920s, they would have done it.
Oh, absolutely. I have no doubts about that.
Oh, that feels much better.
So you kind of feel like centered now.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna dust off my bag. I'm gonna go back into this City Color Collection Contour Palette on the go and use this cream color here. It has a tad bit of sparkle, but it's really good for dusting off the bag. Doing this for a trusty brush here that we always use.
Right. I'm gonna curl my lashes while she dusts off her bag. I'm gonna dip into that white on that shoulder here. Maybe put that underneath my eyes to see what that looks like. How's that Kylie powder do that big?
Good.
Did it?
Yeah, I like that. Might do my new face.
Nice.
I have to say we're not, well, I'm not the biggest fan of Kylie,
You can count me in on that.
but I don't know, I can't help but try her products. Ooh, I'm feeling white as a ghost.
Oh, girl.
I'm feeling like 1920s.
That's right. I want to try this white shade in here. Just to kind of put under my eyes, see how, if it brightens me up a little bit.
Now, I wasn't going to do any kind of bronzer because her faces were so white. But I talked to Sis, she's going to do a little bit, so I'm going to do a little bit as well.
Yeah.
Just to not feel as white. I'm going to go in with my Milani Baked Bronzer in 0412. Just do a quick sweep all over the face.
And I'm going in with, this is my Old Faithful or my Ride or Die. This is my e.l.f. Golden, I think it's just the Golden Quad.
That is a good bronzer.
I love it.
I guess it is time for blush. I pulled out this one of the first blush palettes I ever bought. It has the craziest, brightest colors. Doesn't even have a brand, I don't think. Or if it does, I can't remember what it's called. But it's crazy. It has all kinds of pinks and reds, and that's pretty much really what it is. A lot of bright colored blushes.
And like I read, I don't know if you read the same thing, that it was like in circular, like just
like right on the cheek.
literal circles on the
Yeah.
apples of the cheek.
Yeah, so
Which is gonna be weird to do too.
it really is. So one tutorial I watched, the girl said, if you thought you had enough blush, go ahead and do one more coat.
Maybe one day we'll get an era where it's not all about the blush.
Right?
Since the 80s was, obviously the 20s was.
This is called the Essence Pure Nude. She actually won it in our win, and I went out and bought it. It's just this very nude highlight. It's really pretty. So
I might copy. It is pretty.
It's like natural.
Yeah. Yeah, I might hit that. You look
Too
beautiful
much?
now.
We do mascara and lips, and then our 20s look, I think, is done.
Well, we have a couple accessories we need to get ready.
I'm gonna go ahead and put on, it's from The Bomb. It's called What's Your Type? Black Mascara. Yeah, some of this one.
And I am going in with this Estee Lauder, the Estee Edit. It's a double-ended mascara.
I'm gonna go ahead and start my lips. I'm doing an ombre lip. I'm gonna outline it with this like dark purplish color here, and then do this pretty red in the middle. And in the 20s, they like to accentuate their cupid's bow very intensely, and then make like a straight line down the lips instead of curving them out. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna start off with an X here.
Alright, I'm going in, maybe, no, not the same, liner, same brand. And doing the same thing as my homie over here. I'm gonna accentuate that cupid's bow and make it very sharp and angular.
And then in the center, I'm taking this shady, chunky lipstick pencil in Albert.
And I'm going to go in with, this is just a red, it's M401 from Makeup Forever. Setting spray?
Beautiful, yes. And last but not least, I'm gonna add the little beauty markers.
That's right.
We are 1920s.
We are. I'm proud of it.
I am too.
Alright guys, so we have a couple more final touches we want to do off screen. And then we'll be back with a few to show you. Okay guys, this would be our final 1920s looks.
Yes.
And I'm proud of us again. Like, I think we did awesome.
I agree. I feel like we definitely traveled back to the 20s and did them well.
I think so. I think they'd be super proud. If you guys had a good time and think we did a good job, please like, maybe subscribe. That would be super cool.
Definitely subscribe.
And as always, please remember that just like life,
Beauty is a puzzle. You gotta take it
day by day.
in peace.
Bye, peace. Bye, guys. We'll see you soon.
Mwah.